in this field, it's very average.
I think Burundi will be very disappointed with himself there after such a great start in the fingers, blowing away Marius. He'll be upset with himself.
Well, here is the man himself, the focus of most attention in Chengdu, Marius Pudzianowski, aiming to join the elite of three-time World's Strongest Man winners. But I think even Marius will look at that time of 1:11.12 and say, that is simply out of this world.
To win World's Strongest Man these days, you can't have any chinks in the armor. We've already seen it in the fingers. I think he's very upset with that, and he's got a huge mountain to climb. Psychologically, Marius has never had to come back from such a points deficit.
Looking very solid there through the first 25 seconds, the pole. And drops the head. Oh, is it? Trying to look around, trying to think of anything but what those two pillars are doing to his arms. Now he's getting in amongst the contenders. The longer he can hold on, the further up the leaderboard he's going to move in this event. But it's starting to make him pay. And he needs to hang on for a few more seconds to get big points at 48.8. Well,
48.
He's never going to get anywhere near that 1:11 of Tarmo Mits. That is an unbelievable stat.
Well, that was a truly extraordinary feat of strength by the giant Estonian. Don Pope 15 seconds back in second place, Pudzianowski in fourth, but picking up points on Burundi, who finished sixth. But when you look at the leaderboard, after admittedly only 2 events, look at Marius Pudzianowski. He's down in 7th position, 7 points off the pace. Will he stay there? At the moment, that leaderboard looks like a 200-meter race. America 1, 2 and 3. Indeed pretty close to living hell for Russia's Elbrus Nigmatulin. He could only manage 13.2 meters of the 22-meter course. The Estonian Tarmo Mitt managed to complete the course in just over 48 seconds. Dave Ostland of the USA was close to the 25-second mark. Then it was the turn of Ralph Baer from Austria. He managed it in 21.15 seconds, finishing behind the Polish veteran Jarek Dymek. But the current leader is Dominic Filiu of Canada, who set a remarkable time of just over 16 seconds. The biggest man and the heaviest man in the competition currently leading the way, but there are 4 more athletes to go in what could be a crucial event in determining this year's winner.
Well, talk about a pedigree in this competition. Jani Virtanen, the champion in 2000, and this fella, a 2-time winner, Marius Pudzianowski, and the favourite in 2005.
Take your positions!
And Pudzianowski excels in this kind of event. But my goodness me, he's going to have to fly to beat Filiu's time.
I've never seen Pudzianowski beaten in a fridge carry, any kind of super yoke event. He seems to be struggling, staggering a little bit to the left there.
He certainly is. Look at that left-hand fridge. It's virtually gone into Virtanen's lane, but the time is sensational, and oh boy, he has to move fast to get away from those fridges. Virtanen crosses the line as well. Well, he was drifting all over the place, but look at the clock, 15:29, nearly a full second inside of Filiu.
Well, he moved fast, but not quite as fast as those in the front row there. The spectators didn't expect that in the admission price.
He certainly didn't. He was drifting, but he knew where that finish line was.
Marius, blazing time, but you were drifting into Jani's lane. Tell us about that.
Yes, because I go fast, I won't go straight, I hit his left and down, because it's very, very heavy equipment.
Do you think you can catch Jesse Murundi?
I think so,
Well, what kind of front runner is Jesse Murundi? He got the fast start, but he knows that Marius Pudzianowski is now firmly in his slipstream, so the pressure's on.
Since 2002, I've been training full-time. I'm bigger, faster, stronger. I just feel like my training is right on right now. I don't have a coach. All I've got is my family. Callie and I have been married for a year and a half now, and it's been the best year and a half of my life. We started a business together. She does all my diet planning. She's with me through all my training. She's just been the cornerstone of my increase in performance over the last year. I've been training for this competition for 10 years with absolute total focus. I haven't missed a beat in 10 years. I feel like nothing can stop me from progressing. The whole picture is finally coming together, all the training, the perfect dieting, and I'm ready.
So Murundi, second overall, but he knows who's just behind him. And Don Pope from Cleveland, the overall leader, he too is feeling the pressure. So an all-American battle.
Ready!
Pope's off to the good start. Oh, Murundi's off to a standing start. Now, can Pope keep this thing going? Forget the 15:29. No one's going to get near that. These Americans, though, battling each other. And here comes Murundi. He's timed it well. Look at the clock.
Big mistake from Pope there. He hasn't quite lifted it high enough on his shoulders. It's dragging on the ground.
20.73, and Pope is really struggling. Murundi may have started slow, but he's finished brilliantly. And Pope, well, he won't be in the lead after that. A really disappointing finish for Don Pope. 30.35. He will not be number one at the end of this event, that's for sure.
World Championships are won and lost on an error just like that, dragging it for the last 10 meters. I don't think he even realized, just slipped down his shoulders as he walked.
Yes, Pope will have to settle for 8th.
So Pudzianowski is back with a bang, a full second clear of everybody else. Jesse Murundi finishing in 4th spot. And fellow American Don Pope will be bitterly disappointed to come 8th. That really does set him back on his heels. So on a 2-horse race, Filliou, Pope, Dymek, all still very much in contention.
Would keep themselves in contention following the overhead lift as well. Oh, one of those draining disciplines. Dymek would have to settle for 9 to keep himself in touch. Ralph Baer was able to match that, the man in his first World's Strongest Man final, but the man setting the pace, the 402-pound Dominic Filliou.
Oh,
he's seen that leader, he's nibbled away. It's down to just 2 now. And how is he going to go against Marius? Isn't it good to see these two fellas, probably the best 2 log lifters in the field, going head to head, and psychologically as much as anything, these two right here are going to want to do a little bit of one-upsmanship on each other.
Take your positions!
Away we go.
We've seen these two compete head-to-head twice in the Super Series, the qualifying system to get here in this log competition. Guess what? Both times they drew neck and neck.
Marius has just moved in front. That's his 5th. Jesse now has 5. He's just kept his technique together a little bit better, Marius. There's been a couple of wobbles from Jesse, but the pole is just like a little machine over there at the moment. Can he get to 9? There's 9.
Oh, Murundi on 8. He's one behind all the time here, and Marius just doesn't stop.
Well, he's really trying to let his rival know who is the boss here, but Jesse's staying right with him. Can he keep it going? Yes, he can, but Marius is still going too. And these two fellas have blasted past the rest of the field.
I'm not sure if 75 seconds is going to be enough to split these two. It's so tight at the moment. Jesse's just 1 rep behind.
12 for Jesse, but is this 14 for Pudzianowski? He's going for it. Are they going to let him have that one? No lift, you're hearing, but 13 will be good enough because Jesse had to stop at 12, and Pudzianowski has sent a message to his closest rival.
What a war that was, but I think the best man won.
What a great contest that was. Pudzianowski coming out on top just, but it was enough to give him that extra point, and Murundi must be getting worried now. Everybody else trailing in their wake as we have a fantastic duel. East against West, America against Poland.
Marius, you were moving so fast. Did you know you had won?
Yes, I am a little bit faster. Jesse also is very, very fast and strong.
Jesse, you were 1 behind. Were you able to keep count?
Yeah, I knew I could hear his ref making his count. I lost the ref.